Hello and welcome to another guitar channel. Another guitar channel is a channel for all those guitarists who cannot play the guitar but they love to turn the knobs. Today's topic is Ibanez SA 260M. This guitar is very unique. It was only made by Ibanez in 2007. It's made in Indonesia. It's nothing like any prestige or premium or whatever. Premiums were made in Indonesia as well, by the way. But it's not like a top range of vape production, but it is unique because it was only made in 2007 and they didn't make this particular setup and specification later or earlier. What is different to the normal SA 260? Maple fingerboard. The fretboard here is made of maple. It's glued to maple neck. The neck is made of 3 pieces of wood, and we got like a maple fingerboard, which was, like I said, only made with this particular model in 2007. There is not many of Ibanez guitars made with maple fingerboard. Most of them are made with some darker woods like rosewood or jatoba or whatever they were making, baked maple and things like that. But this one is with the light fingerboard. To be honest with you, one of my first guitars ever, a long time ago, was Zach from Poland, from manufacturer called Mayonnaise now. And it was with a maple fingerboard. Through all the years I've collected more than 50 instruments, and I had like thousands of instruments in my life on my own, and I sold them, had them, played them, enjoyed them, didn't enjoy them, blah blah blah. Not many of those instruments were with the maple fingerboard. There is a tendency to say that the maple fingerboard is making the guitar sounds brighter, and that the fingerboard is more important in the sound of the guitar from the wood than the body. And I need to tell you, as much as I'm still looking for the answer if the body is really important or not, in this particular instrument here, this maple fingerboard, even though we got mahogany body, it's making this guitar sound brighter than all the other guitars that I have and I was like playing. Even now, if I compare it to different Ibanezes I have here, it's brighter. Definitely, it is brighter instrument. And actually, I need to say, I don't know if it's the guitar or if it's the maple fingerboard or whatever, but it sounds brighter, and it reminds me about very good sounding Stratocasters, and especially in this position when you connect those pickups here. So it is a very nice instrument, and I was amazed by the sound, and I said to myself, okay, I'll keep it. I don't have many of those. I think it's the only one at the moment with a maple fingerboard I have, from what I'm thinking. I don't no, I think there's one more, EVH Wolfgang. I think that's the one with the maple fingerboard as well, but because there's like 2 powerful humbuckers there, it doesn't sound so bright. In here, this brightness made me keeping this instrument. Looking at the specs, like I said, mahogany body with binding maple, beautiful headstock color matching with this beautiful, like Touch Me logo of Ibanez. 5-way switch here, so we got 5 positions with split coil of the true bucker, what they called true duo bucker or something like that they call it. So actually you got 7 different sounds coming out of this guitar by your switch, because you can make this one sounding like a single coil, make it sounding like a humbucker with single coil, and single coil with single coil. So you got those strati notes, and then normal single coil, 2 single coils, and the single coil. Beautiful versatile instrument with lots of options, from metal music to blues to pop to anything that actually you can imagine. Very nice fretwork. Absolutely nothing is happening here when you touch it with your those pillows on the fingers. Nothing is happening wrong, so it doesn't cut your hand. It is really beautiful instrument. It's very simple from one hand, but this color with this fingerboard is making it really beautiful and nice. Of course, it's very comfortable to play, as most of the Ibanez's are, and it's very easy to set it up, and actually there is absolutely no problems with it. The only problem with it, which was fixed by the factory, is those two, I don't know the name in English of it, those small metal what's the name in English of it? Pipes? No, it's not gonna be pipes. You know, those things holding the screw, there's a screw holding the bridge, and this screw is like, you know, put inside of some kind of metal. What would be the word of it? I got no clue. But anyway, you know what I mean, yeah. So those things were quite loose, and in the factory, they cover it with sanding paper. And when they put it inside, the sanding paper is like holding it all inside of the body, not to move it out. Unfortunately, on that side, it wasn't holding it so good, and I needed to glue it in. But as well, unfortunately, because of that, when I got this guitar, it was in immaculate condition, absolutely no scratches, only one scratch here, but it looked like it's new. Unfortunately, when I was changing the strings, I didn't loosen them up, and I just cut them here, bang. That's how mostly I do it. No, not anymore. I won't do it again, because all those tensions, you know, from the string and from the springs, when I cut it, made this bridge like suddenly moving, and the lacquer here, the paint here next to this screw just got broken. I glue it back, so it is. I tried to fix that. I found those little pieces on the floor, and I made it like a puzzle with glue. And then I just found out as well that those things are, what is the word of it? Pins? It's not gonna be pins. God knows. But anyway, those, let's call them pins for now. Those pins were coming out, and as much as I didn't use glue here, and I kept this sanding paper like from the factory here, I used some glue because I was gluing the paint anyway. So that's what happened, and I'm not very happy about it, because like I said, this instrument was almost like new. Now it's like defected with but what can I do? Nothing. Beside that, SAT Pro bridge, very nice bridge with roller saddles here, you know, so there's absolutely no frictions and anything, you know, where you move it. Of course, I blocked it, and actually it's used by me as a standard fixed bridge. Plastic nut, typical for Ibanez, but very well glued in without any points. You know, that you cannot feel anything here when you touch it, so it's very nice. The tuning packs, when I bought this guitar, I was thinking I'm gonna sell it, and I bought this with Sperzel's locking tuners, so I took the Sperzel's out to keep them for myself for another guitar or whatever, and I put those cheap tuners from eBay. I think I bought them for like £6 or something, and they are doing the job. But I'm thinking I will either come back to Sperzel's, or I will put something better with the next strings changing. I am very amazed by this instrument. If you see such a guitar, I'll tell you, I bought it very cheap. I bought it for £85. So it was for free. That was the reason as well that I said to myself, okay, I can afford it. I will keep it. I don't need to sell it. They are worth around £220 normally. This particular model I think it's quite rare, and actually they should be sold for more, but the normal standard 260 SA 260 with the rosewood fingerboard is going from around, it depends on the conditions, going from around 180 to 130, I mean to 230. Recently I saw one sold, the normal version with flame maple top. I saw it sold for £260. So that's what it is. If you see them in around 200, I'm telling you, just buy them and enjoy them, because they are very, very, very good instruments for many kinds of music, and they are very well made. Even though it's not like a, you know, like I said, high line of the Ibanez instruments, they are very, very, very good. What you could hear at the beginning is me and my friend playing without any amplifier. He's playing drums in Warsaw. I'm recording the guitar in London. I used Odin Sono and Joyo Uzi. No cabinets, no microphones. He used lots of microphones and Zoom L20 to record the drum set, and he just sent me the power, the tracks, and actually I've just made the rest of the recording. It sounds good like that, but I'm not very happy with the bass, because the bass, when I was playing it, the only bass I had was like Westfield cheap bass, and actually the strings were very, very old, and it doesn't sound so good. But from the other hand, we got this Kaya's mode. And now what we're gonna hear is Boss Katana, as well, recorded without any microphone. Boss Katana MK2 stock, without any presets uploaded, just a stock version, recorded with headphone output into the mixer and then into the camera. This is like a special camera, Zoom Q8, which is, you just put like from the output in the mixer, you just put here and it records the same like you would record on a computer. I've tried it, and actually it's very, very easy to use, because I don't need to synchronize the tracks later and just record it with laptop, blah blah blah. So it's very, very, very good for these purposes. And like I said, absolutely no microphone, and it sounds very good as well. You would hear that this guitar is able to play lots of different styles. Of course, if you know how to play the different styles. I'm not such a good guitarist, so you know, that's what it is. Thank you very much for watching. Another guitar channel was there again for you. Enjoy.